Hello guys, si Kersan Veloso ulit ito at welcome sa episode 53 ng laro tayo ng Shadowrun Hong Kong Extended Edition. So tuloy natin game natin. Last episode natin guys, nakababa tayo doon sa pinakailalim nitong The Sinking Ship, tapos ngayon kakausapin na natin si Cadmus. Hong Ham Bay, Captain Jomo's converted speedboat chops through the rough water like a cleaver through chicken bones, launching you skyward with every wave that it hits. Your destination, the sinking ship, Gavat's former home. The orc pirate laughs and opens the throttle. Wind and rain lash your face as the floating amalgamation of shipping containers grows larger. You can see that it is stacked all at least 3 containers deep. An inelegant brick of corrugated steel. Anyway, okay lang. Medyo mabagal ako magbasa. So anyway, ito nung tumigil tayo ng last episode guys, kinakausap pa natin tong si Cadmus eh. You're back. Need something? At hindi pa natin tapos tong ibang questions eh. Did you try to fight this Rat King? Yeah, I'd had enough. A lot of us had. So we took a page from Old Sui's book. He offers you a sickly grin. We mutinied. He gestures at the writhing bodies on the cots of the sick room. This is what's left of our side. Been locked in here for 5 days now, waiting for Vitas to finish the job. The rest of us got fed to the rats. Doesn't seem to have gone very well. Another mutiny? Seriously? Ito na lang. The half smile on his face evaporates. No, it didn't. Truth is, we weren't prepared for how many of those bastard rats Malvina had bred, and we weren't expecting our shipmates to fight on her behalf. Why would the others stop you from taking the ship back? That doesn't even make sense. Why do you think, girl? Fear. Fear of death. Fear of being gnawed apart by 100 vermin. Fear of that thing. You're saying that the people here aren't brainwashed? That they're just afraid? So the only people left here are a bunch of cowards. So ito lang. Pag sinabi natin duwag silang lahat, baka mairita lang sa atin eh. Scared shitless is a better way of putting it. And I can't blame them. If anything, we're the crazy ones for trying to fight that thing. If the Rat King's soldiers only serve it because they're afraid, then maybe we can turn them away from it. If they're making a conscious choice to collaborate with that thing, then they deserve whatever they get. Ito na lang. Could do. They might rally around someone they know. Maybe someone who lived with and fought for him years ago. He eyes Gaban. That was a subtle hint, girl. I've got a better idea. We're gonna get you and your people onto lifeboats, and then we're sending this raft to the bottom of the bay, and the Rat King is going with it. You can't mean that. This is our home. We've got nowhere else to go, Gaban. I am not gonna let that thing force us to put this raft to the torch. You've already tried it your way. Look what happened. Pero agree ako doon kay agree ako kay Cadmus. Wag namang gibain yung home nila yan eh. Isabel steps in. Maybe it's good that you leave this place. I've lived in a place like this before. I've seen what it can do to people. She grew up in the walled city, Cad. Then she knows what we've got to look forward to if you sink this raft, because we sure as hell can't afford to live anywhere else. He cranes his neck to look up at Gabet, pleading. Desperation burns in his eyes. Gabet, listen. It isn't too late for the sinking ship. We can still turn this thing around. My mutiny failed because the Rat King knew things that we didn't. You can succeed if you try. She shakes her head obstinately. My gut says that we should sink this raft. It said that from the moment I arrived here. That's what Rat wants me to do. So that's what I'm gonna do. Gabet, Cadmus might be right. If we could drum up enough support, I think that we could retake the sinking ship. Sorry, Cadmus. We're sinking this thing. You and your people will just have to take your chances on land. Hindi. Agree ako kay Cadmus eh. Her eyes narrow. Have you forgotten the first lesson I taught you, Seattle? Always go with your gut. And my gut says... Spare us the lecture, Gabet. Cadmus is right. You're going off half-cocked again. The truth is, we can save this raft if you want to. If you don't, tell us and we'll sink it. Look, Gabet, things have changed since you decided to sink this raft. You can see that, right? She sets her jaw, draws a deep breath, then slowly releases it. All right, Cat. If you're sure that you can keep up your end, I'd be willing to help you with your mutiny. But if your people fuck it up, I'm sinking this thing. Got it? Yeah, and thanks with your help, we can do this. That remains to be seen. He waves her off. Go on, get moving, and convince as many people as you can to help us. When the time comes, whoever you don't bring around to our side is gonna fight against us. So be thorough about it. When you're ready for us to make our move, trigger the shipboard alarm system. 2 blasts. Then we'll start kicking indoors. Alright, Cat. 2 blasts starts the mutiny. But if you sounded the alarm once and leave it, you get your people the hell off this raft. Got it? 1 blast means you're sinking the raft. You do that and I'm kicking your bony ass from here to Macau. But yeah, I hear you. Another long wet cough racks his body. You got all of that, stranger? You know what you're supposed to do. We convince people to join you, then trigger the alarm. 1 blast means we're sinking the raft, 2 means that the mutiny is on. Got it? Good, thanks. And Gabet, thank you. That's me good to know that you're with us on this. May bago tayo objectives. Organize a mutiny. Stop the Rat King. Reach the bottom deck. Tingnan natin mga pwede nating pasamahin. Ikaw, pwede ka? Willing ka sumama? Glad to have you on our side, stranger. When the time for the mutiny comes, you can count me in. Ano pa tayo na iba? Si Les. The guard turns to face you. You're back. Why? The Rat King has ruled here for long enough. We're taking it down and we could use your help. What's behind that door there? Alam na natin kung ano nandun sa likod ng pinto eh. Your eyes go wide. You'll get yourselves killed even talking like that. You'll get me killed with you. Get the hell out of here right now. I won't take part in another damn mutiny. Think how does it help you for the Rat King to stay in control? Okay. Calm down. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I asked. I'll leave you alone. Ito na lang muna. She screeches and rushes you. I warned you not to talk. Okay, fine. Sige. Pasaway ka ha. Sige. Okay. Ayaw mo sumama sa amin. Sige, fine. Saan siya? Ito. Ang layo. Tumakbo. Nagmintis pa pasaway. Sayang, nagmintis na naman. Fine, pasaway ka. Hindi tayo pwede umakyat sa taas. Sabi na sana yung mga taas sa taas eh. Hindi na pwede. Ay, nandito. Si Mercurio. You're back. He smashed down at Isabel's saluting with his glass. Tell me why. We're taking the sinking ship back from the Rat King. Will you help us? He shakes his head sadly. No, I'm afraid not. I'm a lover, not a fighter. Sayang ano, etiquette socialite wala tayo niyan eh. I can see that you're a man who enjoys the finer things in life. You'll never have them as long as the Rat King is in control. Ayokong bribe, wala tayong, kailangan ko yung cash eh. If you don't get off your scrawny ass and fight, I'll snap you in half like a twig. How does that sound? Okay. He stares at you and his smile vanishes. Fair. It sounds fair. Please don't hurt me. That was satisfying. She stares the local down. When the fighting starts, you take our side, get it? Yes, of course. You can count on me. Ito mga nandito naman. Thanks again for your help. I'd have bled out if you hadn't come along. We're taking another run at the Rat King, and we're gonna kill it this time. We could use your help. I want to help, I do, but I can't do much without supplies. She licks her lips considering. I'll make you a deal. If you hook me up with some medical supplies, I'll join your mutiny. Gabbet, can you help out? Hey Gabbet. Afraid not. I'm not packing any medical supplies. Don't usually have much need of them. He frowns. Isabel, ikaw alam ko meron ka. She fishes a medikit out of her bag and hands it to the woman. Here, don't waste it. Nice. I won't. And now I have a debt to repay. When you make your move on the Rat King, I'll be there to help. You've got my word on that. Good. Head to the quarantine area and meet up with Cadmus. He'll let you know what to do. I have a few things to take care of here first, but I will. You've got my word on that. Next naman. Gabbet, you're back. Hello, Yasmin. It's good to see you again. Yeah, you too. Where the hell have you been all these years? On a different boat. Funny enough. Yes, I'm a little out of the loop on what's happening here. Could you do me a solid and fill us in? Yeah, we're not supposed to talk about it, but I'll tell you what I know. Tell us what's been happening here. Hindi, alam na natin. So, we're taking the ship back, Yasmin. We need your help. Her eyes go wide. Another mutiny? No, not me. Go to someone else. I saw what happened last time. Last time, you didn't have me here. We're gonna kill the monster that stole Malvina's voice, Yaz. You've got my word on that. She stares at Gabbet long and hard. Finally, she acquiesces with a nod. Alright, Gabbet, I'm in. I'm terrified, but I'm in. Her voice breaks, but she continues on. I'm no fighter, you know that. I keep the ship afloat, and that's about it. But I'll do what I can to help. You'll be okay, Yasmin, I promise. Circle up with your brother. I'm sending everyone we can convince to help to meet up with him in the sick room. He'll he'll tell you what to do from there. Okay. Ano natin 'yon. Meron pa tayong di na ano eh. Meron pa tayo pwedeng na ano dito eh. Pa isa yun. You again. He lets out a low grunt. What do you need? Did the Rat King's people do that to you? We're taking this wrath back from the Rat King, and we need all the help we can get. Can we count on you? He chuckles. You're all fools. The last two mutinies failed, and yours will too. Even if you did have a chance, it was Cadmus and his boys that did this to me. You think I'm gonna cozy up with them? I'm sorry that they hurt you, but like you said, you got caught in a crossfire. People get hurt in those situations. It happens. Cadmus would never intentionally harm you. The Rat King, on the other hand, I said no. I'm not putting my neck out for anybody. I'm gonna ride this thing out, and that's all there is to it. Please, we need your help. We can do this alone. The Rat King could have been killed at a moment's notice, and it's only a matter of time before it does. Can't you see that? If you help us, I can make it worth your while. I have connections back in Kowloon. Sige pa na lang. You hard of hearing? I said no, and that's final. I'm not laying my life on the line for you, or for Cadmus, or for anyone else. Shadowrunner. Wake up! You're living in a war zone. Not choosing a side won't keep you safe. It'll get you killed. Isn't there anything I can say that'll change your mind? Try natin. Wala tayong ibang option eh. No. Now leave me alone. Did the Rat King's people do that to you? No, I got caught in the crossfire. The mutineers did this to me. Though I was with the Rat King. Thought I was with the Rat King. All that I wanted to do was get home. Instead, my right eye only sees double now. Can hardly use my hands. The calmness of his voice belies the naked spite of his face. Thanks for asking. I know you're hurting, but there are other ways to help than fighting. Oh, I can fight. Don't you worry about that. He glances down at his bandaged hands. Might be best if I waited a week or two. But even in this state I'm in, I can hold my own. I used to be damn good with a blade. Paid a pretty penny to have one custom forged for me, even. That blade was a lovely thing, useful in and out of a fight. I always liked that. It wasn't just a weapon; it was a tool. It was a tool as well. And what happened to this blade of yours? Taken, lost. I don't know. He pulls a balisong knife from his back pocket, extends his arm, offering it to you. How about you, stranger? You handy with a blade? Hindi ako blade eh. Melee weapon ako eh. Wala pa level 6. Flip the blade open. You could say that. Damn, any idea where it went? No, and even if I did, you think I'd tell a stranger where to find it? That blade was my most prized possession. If anyone's gonna find it, it's got to be me. Okay, tell me about the sinking ship. It's going to shit. Rats everywhere. People dying. Smells like a garbage scow. He grunts. That satisfy your curiosity, outsider? Can you tell me more? It's important. Look, I ain't the damn welcoming committee. I'm just a bloody old man who wants to get back to his squat. If you want to know more about the boat, ask someone else. Pasaway. Irita na siya. Well, okay lang. Ayaw niya eh. Pero at least meron naman tayong meron tayong mga napasama. Dito ba meron? Wala, yung pintuan lang yan eh. Doon na tayo sa terminal. Okay, save natin. Water drips down from a leak in the ceiling to spatter against the case of this ancient terminal. It's a miracle that the thing is still functional. A blinking green cursor awaits your input. Okay, access the terminal. Ay, mga messages lang. Okay. Balik tayo dito, sabihin natin na ready na. Merong mga sumama sa atin. Kahit ilan lang. There's a trap room at the end of the hall. Know anything about that? Yeah, me and my crew built that thing. Let me guess, Malvina's orders? He nods. First thing she asked us to do, after Tsui's little rebellion, we started work on the thing the week after you left. Yasmin was dapat in yan eh, in charge of the project. Can you tell us how to get past it? No, he coughs wetly into his sleeve. No, but Yaz can. She should be somewhere on the ship, on this ship level. Go find her and tell her I sent you. We will. Thanks, Cadmus. Alam naman na natin may sakit siya eh. Huwag natin tanong yan. Okay. Balik tayo dito kay Yasmin. Garbet, you're back. Tell us what's been. Cadmus said that you were in charge of building the trap at the end of the hall. Yeah, that was me. I didn't want to build the thing, but I did it to help Malvina, to keep us safe. I've regretted it ever since. We could really use your help, Yaz. We need to get below decks, and we need to do it in one piece. Can you help us to get past the trap that you built? I think so. It's been a long time, but I think I remember what wires you'd need to snip to disarm the thing. She fumbles at a nearby table, grabs a napkin, then she produces a greased pencil from her breast pocket and begins to draw. There's a hidden access panel in the floor. You'd never find it if you didn't know where to look. You snip these wires here, and this one here. Bypass the circuit. He scribbles on the napkin with a steady hand, and then flip this lever. Do that and you're done. The trapdoor won't trigger and you won't get dumped into the killing pit. Killing pit? She passes the napkin to Gavin. It's pretty much what you'd expect. She snatches the napkin from Yasmin's hand. Thanks, Yas. You don't know how badly we needed this. I can guess. Cadmus sent you to me, after all. She smiles weakly. Best of luck. Okay. Okay, balik tayo sa room na yon. Tapos, balik tayo dito sa hallway na to. Tapos, save na natin. Ano to? Notice, all lower decks are off limits until further notice. Maintenance. Okay, save muna natin dito. Okay. The air is thicker in here, acrid. The stench clings to your tongue, sticks in the back of your throat. It smells like damp cardboard and stale urine. Ano ba yan? Sama ng amoy. Gabat surveys the room warily, her nose drinking in disgust. She produces the napkin with Cadmus's instructions from her breast pocket and hands them to you. There you go, Seattle. You know what to do. Under her breath, you hear her muttering. Let's hope that Yaz knows her stuff. So, ito na yun. Save muna natin. Kaya nakakasave lang natin kanina. Iba na yung ano. Iba na yung sigurado. Okay. Following the greased pencil diagram, you locate a hunk of metal flooring with a slightly raised edge. Hooking your finger under it, you lift to reveal a hidden access panel. That's a good sign. Follow Yasmin's instruction to disarm the trap. The instructions are surprisingly easy to follow. 3 snips with your pocket knife, and a rewired connection later, the floor spanning the trapdoor has been disarmed. Well, that was easy. She beams at you. Go on, Seattle. You take the lead. You earned it. Don't mind if I do. Gee, thanks. Okay. Assuming na wala ng trap. Okay, go. Okay, next floor ulit. Okay, nagawa natin yan. Reach the bottom deck. Save. Okay, tayo lang natin mag-trigger yung confirmation. Okay, next area. Stepping into this room is like wading into the killing floor of a slaughterhouse. There isn't an inch of ground that isn't caked with spilled blood. The stench that floods into your nostrils is as overpowering as it's vile. It is the stench of rotten beef and stale vomit, of warm blood poured into a chemical toilet and left out in the sun to cook. The buzzing of flies in your ears helps bring you back to your senses. Pasaway. Blinking against the light, you see stacks of moldering trash piled neatly to the ceiling. The piles of dead bodies are stacked neatly as high. Focus on the bodies. I think we've found where the missing squatters went. None of these people died cleanly. Not a one. In one way or another, each carcass has been ripped apart. Some have been riddled with bullets. Others have been sliced open with blades or shredded by chisel-like teeth. The end result is always the same. Another fresh corpse. Its eyes frozen up open in agony and surprise. Pasaway, ano ba yan? Napaka-graphic naman ng description. Gabat's jaw drops open in horror. Her eyes move slowly from atrocity to atrocity, her cheeks draining of color. And no, not Simon. Oh, rat, no, this. Gabat grasps for a way to finish her thought. He doesn't find one. I'm sorry, Gabat. I know that these people were friends. We need to find that Rat King and put an end to this. She gives you a shallow nod. That thing is going to die, Malvina, the Rat King, whatever it is that did this. It's going to die and I'm going to kill it. The Rat King is supposed to be down on this level. That means we're headed in the right direction. After seeing this, I don't think that this rat is worth saving. We should go back to my original plan, Seattle. Let's send this thing to the bottom. That's where it belongs. You can't do that, Gabat. We've already told Cadmus that we're going to help him. He's been getting the other mutineers ready to fight, not to evacuate. If we sink this thing now, they might not even make it off the boat. Well, we'll tell them that we've changed our minds using the alarm system. They'll make it out, trust me. We made a promise, Gabat. I think that we should keep it. I'm with Gabat. Let's send this thing to the bottom and the Rat King with it. I don't know. Siyempre. Yun yung scatter. Find and beam final cutting charges. Use the alarm to warn Cadmus. Tapusin na natin ito, binabasa natin. He sighs. I think it's a stupid idea, Seattle. But if you really want to do this, then I'll help you get it done. At least this way, I'll get to look the Rat King in the eye when I kill it. Damn right. If we're going to do this, we need to find Malvina. Malvina's old cabin. It should be west of here. Okay, got it. I'll have to get the shiny object away from the Rat King if we want to kill it. That's probably gonna be tricky. I don't think that she'll just let me saunter up and take it. If she did, this wouldn't be any fun. We do tricky things every day. We can handle this too. You've stolen the shiny object twice already. Third time's the charm, right? Yeah, three makes a list. She rolls her shoulders, exhales heavily. Alright, let's do this. Okay? Yun ang ano natin talaga, plano natin. Find Malvina. Teka, save muna natin just in case. Teka. Okay. Ito yung weapon nung ano. Ito yata yun. This Catling charge is old, very old. The case is cracked and leaking, and you can see exposed wires underneath. A large red toggle switch serves as a safety. It is currently set to armed. Disable the safety. You flip the switch, it snaps into the disarmed position with an audible thunk. Gabat's brow furrows. Seattle, what are you doing? Disabling the safety on this Catling charge. Flipping a toggle switch, what does it look like I'm doing? But I thought we were going to aid in the mutiny. Are we going back to my old plan and sinking the rat? If that's what's happening now. No, yeah, that's what's happening. New plan. We're sinking the rat. No, I still want to help Cadmus. I just think that we should disable the safeties on the bombs too, just in case. I'm fine with disabling the safeties as a contingency plan. There's no point in doing it if we aren't going to sink the raft. But there's no harm in keeping our options open either. The engine room is our point of no return though. Once we head in there and I start diverting power to the bombs, all bets are off. Odds are good that we'll have a fight on our hands. If we do change plans and decide to sink the raft, we'd better let Cad and his people know about it. They're expecting to mutiny, not abandon ship. If we don't give them a heads up, they're headed on a one-way trip to the bottom of Hamhung Bay. Got it. Let's get those charges disarmed. Okay. Let's keep moving. Actually, mali. Dapat pala. Oh, sige. Sayang sa oras, guys. Pero sige, i-reload ko. Pasaway. Dali. Mali. Nagkamali. Dapat di ko pala ginalaw yun. Okay, never mind. Okay, reload natin. Sandali lang naman yan eh. Okay. Akala ko yun yung hinahanap nating blade na weapon nung ano eh. Nung isang character sa taas eh. Hindi pala. Okay, meron na lang tayong 8 minutes. Tapusin ko na itong ano to. Huwag kong gagalawin yan. Doon ako nagkamali. Dapat di ko gagalawin yan. Hinahanap ko yung weapon eh. Ang pinto ito. Crap. May mga daga pa dito. Ano ba yan? Dami nyo ah. Ito isa. Teka. Pwede yata ako mag-kick attack. Mintis isa. Okay lang. Okay, halos dead na isa. Nagmintis sa sayang. Shhh, nagmintis pa yung isang yun. Ano ba? Ano ba yan? Okay, at least dalawa na lang. Silang tatamaan eh. Mintis pa, pasaway. Sayang. Ay, isa na lang. Ay. Check ko lang yung time natin, guys. Ando na pala eh. Time na tayo, guys. So, end na lang natin muna dito for now. Mga areas pa hanapin. Na muna natin dito. Okay guys, kaya Sean Velosa signing off. Tuloy na lang natin to ulit next episode.